Howdy, folks. Welcome to Courts of Everest, our original D&D campaign. I am Joe Treff, and these are my friends.
Hi.
Matt, Vincent, Tina, Cara, and Alana. A couple other things that I normally say. We're playing D&D today, and I'm the GM most times, but I got thrown off by that comment. We are going to play D&D tonight, but before we do, a couple of quick announcements. First of all, we have a YouTube, an Instagram, a Threads, a Blue Sky, at AlberonRPG on all of those different things. You can see the things that are on our table, currently just a table. But sometimes there are encounter maps. Sometimes it's Vincent's hand, but you have to pay extra for that. All of those things at AlberonRPG. You have to go to the Patreon for that one.
The first taste is free.
Last night we played Starfinder at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every Thursday. Though this Thursday we were able to welcome Liz to our table for the very first time as the Vesk Solarian Heft, which is a fantastic addition to the cast. You can see that when it re-airs on YouTube on Sunday. We are in the new year going to be playing a tremendous number of new games. For instance, this D&D campaign will likely be reaching its conclusion, whether happy or sad. And in that way, we will be starting Campaign 3 either immediately after Campaign 2, if things go poorly, or probably about 10 to 15 years in the future from there. We are also going to be ending our Starfinder campaign. Probably. I thought it was going to end a year ago. But here we are, 163 sessions in, and that will likely be ending relatively soon.
It's another 50 more.
Yeah. It will be replaced by a Vampire the Masquerade game that is set in 1991 New York called The Obsidian Coterie, and that will be happening as well. We also have other anthologies that are going to be coming with the Fallout 2D20 system. We will be visiting New Orleans. We are going to be reprising the roles of our Lancer crew as well. So a lot of cool things in 2026. There will be a video about that a little closer to the new year. And we have Monument Studios music and Sirenscape to thank for the various bits of music that you have. That is all the announcements that I have for this week. So it is time for Courts of Everest. All right, and to Cara with the recap.
Wandering Hearts. When last we played, the Wandering Hearts, now with a new team member joining them in the form of Phoebe the Owlin, who longtime viewers will remember from Sea of Ice.
For the rest of the campaign, that's going to be happening now.
Anyways, we'll remember from Sea of Ice, making her new debut as a more sorceress version. The six of us arrived at the doorstep of one Zalkinavosh the Lender?
Moneylender.
Moneylender. I couldn't remember if it was moneylender or just lender. He lends all
Lender
things.
to his friends.
Okay, excuse me.
Mr. Lender.
Mr. Lender.
Is
Mr.
my
Lenderson. Damn.
And in a startlingly gritty and very Netflix-worthy reboot of the classic comedy of errors, the Wandering Hearts attempted to ingratiate themselves with a disguise of Ambersworn,
By accident.
whom were apparently expected. And as we proceeded to poorly bullshit our way through our meeting, we discovered that Ambersworn that we looked like were there to pick up a certain item to be given to the Archmage's first apprentice. An item that would help with their research, research having to do with sleep and dream magic. Something that certainly has no bearing on anything we're looking into today. And as we said, yes, sure, we will take care of that and pass it along to the appropriate parties, no worries, we just gotta pick it up and get it on out of here, a knock sounded upon the door, and the real Ambersworn arrived. Thinking quickly on our feet, rather than allow... Yes, so quickly.
Thinking quickly on our feet. I'm just remembering the reactions that people have. Scatter!
Like rats in the light.
Someone decided to investigate the other rooms for hiding spots. Another decided to find the way out, because of course there's a back door somewhere. Other people froze. Another person decided to cast a big ball of silence because that would help kind of dampen the sound of everyone else running around and definitely wouldn't be noticed by the very magically inclined and intuned Ambersworn, an army of magi. Anyway.
We also made the lender a dumbass.
I was getting to that because that one was actually a good idea.
Yes! Got one!
I thought finding a way out was a good idea.
There was no way out.
Well, for Cheshire, you just
Anyway.
open up at the front door.
As we proceeded to once again do our best to come up with strategies and plans without telling everyone else and just acting upon them, we entered combat, as indeed we were either spotted or noticed in various ways. The lender, so he would not proceed to assist the new Ambersworn, was made dumb. And Ori waffled between outright murdering him and keeping him alive.
No, never considered murdering him.
As there were medicine checks made that seemed like maybe they were just about
Just not
which
good
way
at-
can we kill him
not good
most
at medicine.
effectively.
How
Is
do
it
I make
really-
this look like an accident?
Is it really about intent, or is it about the actions that you take?
Well, the good thing is that he was
Anyway,
unconscious
moving
the whole
along.
time.
Eventually, as again, strategies were made internally and not shared with the group. And some people were just off doing their own thing. Eventually, miraculously, and somehow, we triumphed?
Despite-
Cheshire unlocked her full whoop ass, and only Minka witnessed it.
And as we sit now in the consequences of our own actions, and Minka, with newfound knowledge of the godlike being traversing among us, who only now chooses to use their power because who would believe a truly reprehensible, malicious person such as Minka? And Wandering Hearts, as we contemplate where to go from here, this is where we begin our session.
And also, or touched on that book.
We do begin the session with Ori, hand upon a book, opening it and seeing, as the names passed, your own just inscribed atop it.
The full one?
The full, all of your names, kind of in full form, very pretty script, and then you see the words just fade away as if they sink down into the depths of a murky pond, but that pond is just pages, and you are now holding just a blank book.
Oh, fuck.
For the rest of you, you stand within the darkened space that is Kinavosh the Moneylender's home, though the echoes and burnt ozone smell from the combat still linger heavy in the air. You have a moment to sort of gather yourselves before turning your thoughts to the tower that lays slightly to the northeast, pardon me.
Or's got a lot of things to figure out real quick. So, holding the book still, do I have any sense of what this is? And I'm thinking that to myself as I say, Valis,
Yeah, sorry.
don't touch it. But can you tell me anything about this book?
Do I know anything about the book?
Make an Arcana check. I would say, based on sort of who you are, make that at disadvantage as well.
Oh, but my first roll was so good, Joe.
So just make a second one that's good.
That's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
Okay.
Arcana check 19.
Okay. This is... What you are looking at right now is not magical. This is mundane. And so what you just witnessed or kind of have sort of... Did you see what just happened?
I was standing next to Ori.
Okay, so you saw this happen. You saw... Certainly this was magical, and whatever that was has been transported elsewhere, almost like a sending message. You get the sense that this connects to something else. 19 is not high enough for you to determine what this artifact might have been, but this is something that strikes you as certainly evil. Though not an evil sort of arcane artifact, this is something almost more sinister because it is certainly man-made.
Okay. I relay all that, and then I add to that. That can't be good for you, Ori. Let me see if maybe Javaris might know anything about this. And I like to cast Legend Lore on this.
While
I would like the Cliff Notes version.
Yeah.
While all of this is happening, I would also like to look for any other clues in the room, particularly Zepkanavash's body.
So we'll get back to that. This is kind of happening right now for the two of you.
Yeah.
All right, I got a 29 for the Cliff Notes version.
Okay. So you pick up the bead, you concentrate on the sort of essence of Javaris the Wise who is within, and you think about this book. You don't have a name necessarily, but having just seen it and kind of having the actual physical shell of what it once was, you concentrate on that, and Javaris says, Valis, who is a friend.
Javaris, who is a friend. I believe my friend Ori is in danger. What can you tell me about this book?
This is just a book, but it was once a book of forfeiture. A dangerous artifact. But I'm sure that you know, Valis, not to touch such a thing.
I didn't touch it, but I believe Ori did. And
yes,
what happened when...
he did, Valis, who is a friend. And Ori's name is now known to the Silent Circle. They will come for him. He owes them a debt that can only be paid in one thing.
What is that thing?
Revenge, Valis.
Why do they seek revenge against Ori for...
Not against Ori. For one of their members. Ori is merely a tool.
I don't understand. How will he be used as a tool in that regard? Will he be sent to kill for them?
I am not a member of the Silent Circle. I do not know the inner workings. But those who find their names written within these books go missing. Somewhat promptly afterwards.
Has there ever been any known to escape the Circle of Silence that have, once their name was known to them?
I'm sure there are, but I do not know them.
What can we do?
Valis, this is a grave problem, but one that lies in the future. There are greater problems ahead.
Thank you, Javaris.
Is there anything else that anybody is doing while this happens?
I'll tell you all that.
Clarification.
Sure.
So I have in my notes that Sakinafash had like blackmail ledgers.
Yep.
And this book was amongst the blackmail
It was,
ledgers?
and it kind of almost, it looked very similar to many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just a blank book.
Okay. So
Wait, so this wasn't even the actual... So,
No,
is there
there are
still
still
an
other-
actual ledger?
Yes, there are several other books in here as well.
you just touched the wrong one.
You touched the bad one.
It's just the bad one. It's so fucking...
You really do have the worst luck, don't you?
Billy looks over at Valis and says, "Hey, do you still have that wine?" Billy kind of just like holds it over Ori a little bit and just kind of waves it around.
Ori is not cursed.
It really feels like you are, though.
Well,
I'm sorry, Ori.
No,
we
but,
need
like,
to
this
get to
luck
the
is
tower.
magically bad.
Azania, we need to go and find her. She'll be expecting this shipment, and she'll have answers.
We're still Ambersworn appearing, right?
For
I
8
believe
hours.
so, yeah.
How long of a journey is it?
Like 20 minutes?
25, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
It's not very far.
Okay.
Good news.
We can carry
This won't
things.
happen again.
We sure about that?
How many of them can there be?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where there's 6, there's more.
That look the exact
And-
same.
Probably.
No.
Does anybody remember any of the names of the Ambersworn that we just annihilated?
They didn't
They
exactly
didn't
introduce
exactly.
themselves. That's
Okay.
Hang on.
Because if we're going to be delivering this, we may want any information.
Well, we know their
Well-
leader and his name, because
Yes, and we're from the first. We were from the first.
They have marks on their uniforms.
Yeah.
I do. It's the 1st or the 11th. Give me one moment and I'll tell you.
I believe the leader's name was First Arcanist either Vale or something like that.
You did get their name when they were first greeted, or when you were all first greeted.
Yeah.
They are First Arcanist Vale.
Yeah.
This is the 11th Oath of Soldiers. is what
11th.
you determined.
We're the 11th oath.
What is the number that we have?
6. Can you change this, or is it stuck this way?
I think it's stuck. But
It is stuck that way,
Damn.
unfortunately, yeah.
Well,
Unless I
we have
recast it, which
their
I
Or
equipment here, right?
there are other things that you could do to change it. But you're layering illusions. You're just kind of
But
masks.
their bodies are still here, and they have
Yeah.
theirs, right?
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, well, if we take their bodies, that's one
I'm
thing.
not saying take their bodies. I'm just saying take their patches.
But it's an illusion. It's not going to go over top.
yeah, I think it'll just sit underneath.
Well, we'll just have to go in and.
Okay. What if?
I can recast it, but I'm gonna be cooked at that point.
What if
I
we
think it's going to get violent.
just say that there was a handoff, and we're under orders from them to deliver it? Maybe they got called away to something important.
But we
That
look
could-
like them.
The more that we try and
I don't know if we
justify
do.
our presence, the more we're going to dig ourselves further into lies. If we don't have a sufficient reason and can't keep up our ruse, then we need to just go in prepared to...
Do they know you by sight?
It's been some time, but there's always a chance
Well,
I meet someone.
if we just have Cheshire, drop seeming, we can take their armor.
We're also entering the Tower of the Crimson Mage.
Yes, but we won't have an illusion spell on us anymore. We'll just have their armor.
Do we have enough pull collectively to just enter the tower as who we are?
No.
Given
Ourselves?
what I think is going
You
on
wanna get arrested?
here,
Oh.
I'm not sure we're going to enter a place that is amenable to anyone.
In the best of times, your badge might get you in, and almost certainly would, in fact, get you in and get you pretty preferential treatment with what you know to be transpiring. It's unlikely that that's the case. There may be a few people who are receptive to that, but unlikely the majority.
We probably wouldn't get past the front entrance.
Or you know that the Tower of the
escort
Crimson
to
Mage is it's a huge structure. It's 100 stories high. There are many stories that have no windows, and so kind of you're not sure exactly what lies within aside from general rumblings. There are like city governance offices in there. Maybe you've been to like the first or second floor where there's like a courtroom, but outside of that, you probably don't have a ton of specific knowledge about it. You might be able to get into like the first couple of floors, but to get higher than that, especially through the front, will certainly get you noticed.
Billy starts like going around to the bodies and like trying to see if any, like how many of them have uniforms that include a hood or like a helmet of some sort that could obscure the face, or a mask.
The sort of amber-colored cloak that they all wear does have a hood, so all of them.
Mm-hmm.
None of them wear masks necessarily.
Could be a magical item they have
Of
that goes
course.
over their face.
Of course.
So none of the ones that we have just murdered have something that cover their faces.
No, but the one that had accompanied Ori's sister, they had a full face helm, so like people wear those. That wouldn't be out of the ordinary to do. You could do that and not draw a ton of suspicion.
And are all of the people here clad in such a way that there's one that has armor where a helm would fit the outfit?
Yeah. It's all half plate or plate.
Okay. So Billy kind of just like looks around and says, well, we might need to borrow a helm, but at the very least, if we find one, we could at least put it on you, since you'd be the most recognizable. And we might want to put one on you because you're blue.
The three of you are gonna stand out.
Yeah,
I'm not purple anymore.
true.
You're also not enough.
I'll just put my hood up and then I'll see my ears.
It's not going to work like that.
Wait, question. The Red Mage Tower? Was that the tower when we were last interacting with the Magiocracy and we had to go into like the basement where all the secrets were?
Oh no,
That was the Tower of Crushed Blossoms.
Right, but didn't some members of them, didn't they study under the Red Mage? Am I misremembering?
You had seen the butler of the Lenarge Guild Hall
Yes.
had tattoos that indicated they had attended this area at some point, yeah.
Yeah. So, and didn't they immediately see through illusions?
my point. Therefore, disguise. We've just been handed 6. And then Billy looks over at Phoebe. Maybe you just like quietly creep behind us.
We can still put a cloak on her.
And it'd just be small.
What, while we're having this conversation, on the bodies, I would like to utilize my eye for detail to see if we're missing any sort of like identifying mark or clue that would give us like an easier way to at least get in past like the first.
So there isn't really a way to use an eye for detail. That's not how that feature is kind of used. But what I would say is you do know that the shipment is bound for an entryway that is like 1,000 feet up, so not at the ground level. The disguises that you wear will need to kind of match that area, and that's probably not an area where like the public are walking around or there's a ton of security, because that's I would say make a flat intelligence check.
Because that's like the labs.
I'm just confused as to why
Research
wearing
area.
their armor is a bad idea.
I don't think it is.
I'm not comfortable wearing their armor.
Flat
I wasn't
intelligence
comfortable finding
22.
No.
Or he's
Well,
smart
comfort
boy.
aside,
Interestingly,
I don't feel like dying today.
1,000 feet up is exactly halfway up this structure. That would put you well above the civil structures and offices that dictate the governance of things in Crimshale and the surrounding regions. That puts you past the sort of beginning places where like students go and study. That puts you pretty far up into the tower. So you're probably not thinking so much about dodging like general population or like your basic guards. People who are up that high likely
Like magistrates. And
probably more involved in things that are happening than most.
Can I arrange all the bodies and give them last rites?
Yeah, you absolutely can. You can move them over one by one. Some of them in better condition than others. One of which, in fact, you have to remove in 3 separate pieces. But yeah, you certainly can, kind of gathering them all up. is there anything that you guys are doing while Valis accomplishes this?
Billy-
peeling off an armor set.
Billy helps with the peeling.
I think
Shocking.
Shucking some soldiers.
Thanks, I hate it.
Hey, get used to it. You're playing a chaos gremlin next to you.
true. Okay.
So are you taking a half plate or plate?
Is Vosh still in the room?
Probably makes sense. Is he what?
Vosh, yeah, he's chilling in the corner.
He's still like awake,
He's
right?
dumb.
He's just.
I think he's
I
drooling.
believe.
He just
let me
dumb.
double check, but I believe
Yeah.
he's dead.
No, he's
No,
not
we
dead.
live.
Very
No, we live.
specifically.
I kept him alive.
and
I
then
kept
healed
healing the
him.
fuck out
Oh,
of
he's
him.
fully healed. Look at
Yeah.
this.
He's
Okay.
definitely alive.
I hid under his body and kept resuscitating.
Right,
That's
you
what-
kept him
that's-
alive.
Actually, what's really happening. I felt like he probably took more damage that way, but no worries. He is still alive. Yes,
almost
he is
certainly
feeble-minded for the next
Yes,
30 days.
Right.
Fucking guy.
I
lucky
think
Cheshire
Minka
doesn't get
would take some time to kind of like assess him, considering everything he just went through, and just kind of like.
Make an investigation check. When you, part of what Valis would kind of notice as you gather the bodies up, you go over to the corner where two of them are crammed, and Zarkanavash is not there anymore. He's kind of wandered away.
Investigation. A total of 22.
You follow the clues, which are Vesk, or not Vesk, that's yesterday. Check out Thursday nights. There are dragonborn shaped footprints. You can see these three distinct kind of claws in bits of like blood and discarded refuse that kind of wander over to this door that had been locked for most of the time. I think one of you had made your way in and found this bedroom, and you would see that they have made their way, and there is a trembling clump of covers on the bed. And they have sort of tucked themselves in there.
Just a little scaredy lizard.
In this large sort of space that is just stone on stone, they have found like a little place to feel safe.
Okay.
You do see some minimal furnishings in this space. You see a little tea set on a low table by the bed with hammered copper kettle and cups. You see a little cabinet that sits atop, and then, yeah, that's mostly what you see.
Okay, so I'm going to just kind of approach and be like, "Hey, buddy," and see if I can like lift the covers a little bit to see. I don't try to rip them off him. I'll just kind of like peek under, like you look at a cat.
Dragon breath.
You try to, and they tighten. It's like a little clam that just tightens down, and they are trying very hard to stay concealed.
Okay.
You see there is this shape underneath the covers that swishes as their tail like moves to the side. You can see their body like trying to get further away from you. They're frightened.
Okay. Minka, I think, will take the time while we're trying to figure out what to do next, kind of like straightening up his room a little bit to make it look a little bit less like it was ransacked.
Okay.
And mostly just to keep herself busy. And then once she's done with that, she'll close whatever's left of the door behind her.
Okay.
If there is no door anymore.
There is the door.
Okay. And she'll just like try to
It's like
druid-craft it some.
the hinges are still there. It's just like wood-looking rock now.
Okay.
That has like crumbling around the edges, but it's there. It's
Okay.
not. It's like functional in that like somebody who is very strong and determined can open and shut it.
Okay, cool. So she'll close the door behind him so he's like secured and won't wander away into the streets.
Yeah.
So
You look back at him. He's just like shivering. Probably not going to be leaving anytime
yeah,
soon.
okay. I just wanted to make sure he didn't, just wander out into everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of not okay right now. And he's kind of a known figure.
We'll lock the door on our way out.
I don't think he's going anywhere immediately. He seemed kind of scared. But
That is what happens when you break people's brains.
Mingo was gonna sit.
That's
Got some
Everyone else is
psychic
like-
damage.
The rest of the group is like, yeah, that is what happens. And Mika's just like, what have I done?
If it's gonna be more than an hour of us hanging out, she hasn't attuned to the cloak yet, mostly because I forgot that I'd be attuned to.
Yeah.
So she'll kind of work on that.
Okay.
Yeah, once Billy's like finished shucking the people, she like piles up all the armor into like a centralized location, and just kind of sits down and waits. And just kind of goes, "Oh, Ori, could I see the pickle witch?"
Why do you want the pickle witch?
To check on the house. And how's it looking in there?
You whisper that, you look. For just a moment, you see this face directly in front of yours, and they just go, "Oh, how are you? How's it going? How's your adventure?"
Billy kind of like moves her fingers so that like the pickle witch can see the destruction. You know, it's been better.
That looks really fun. Oh, you wanted to see the house?
I was just wondering how it's going in there. Any visitors?
No.
Good. Good. No visitors. The frogs having fun?
They're frogs. I don't really go in that room.
Fair.
Do you need me to?
No. Unless you want to.
No.
Cool. Sorry to bother you. You want to kind of... Billy just like puts the bottle down next to her so that she can look around.
This is nice, but perhaps you could free me.
Wait, remember we have to go over the contract with a fine-tooth comb.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that's true.
Don't worry. We're gonna go over it and we're gonna look into your case. Oh. I don't like that. But it's necessary. Billy now begins a short rest as she contends with the fact that she might be going into contract law.
So you and Minka...
the LSTAT loom.
So, I still have the monocle lens from Zautkinavash, right? And his coated lens, the
lens
single
that let him
glass
read the
lens
books.
with the ring of iron that let me read the
Yes,
book.
yes.
So what do the other ones say?
The other
what's
ones
the
are
coded
all,
list
so the other
say?
ones are all just like these groups and lists of debt from political rivals, from small town like politicians and things like that. These could be valuable to like criminals and things like that. These are like packages of bits of blackmail information. It's not stuff that is specifically relevant to even Crimshell necessarily.
Okay.
A lot of it has to do with canon. But yeah.
What about the coded list though, that was with the lens?
The coded list is what
That's
disappeared along with the text in the book that you held. So the things that were relating to the Circle of Silence seem coded into that.
Somewhere an octopus is saying it was a trap.
Mm-hmm.
Trap is the wrong word. It's a
Kill switch?
it's a carrot. The stick comes later.
Oh.
Trap.
I don't like that carrot. I don't like that carrot at all. Tastes like potato.
So, are you guys taking a short rest?
Well, Ori realistically doesn't have much knowledge about what's going on and how to get into the tower, but is not confident in this plan at all.
Okay.
So it seems like the best route is infiltration. Would there be anywhere that Ori would be aware of that would be like not the main entrance?
No.
The main entrance is the one that's
There's-
1,000 feet in the air, right?
No.
No, there's so on the ground
that's where we
floor-
need to get to deliver.
But that's not the main entrance?
No. So the ground floor is just the foyer. There's like 3 entrances that lead into it, and that connects to the various other places within the second and third floors, which are primarily like courtrooms and diplomatic chambers. After that, I would say, or you kind of vaguely know that like there's a post office somewhere in those levels. There's an assembly hall that town councils meet in, but like exactly what is where you're not quite sure of.
Right.
And that's just the first 10 floors. Then you get into like civil infrastructure and support staff, and that's a whole other animal.
Yeah, and then beyond that is where we need to go.
But the first floor is where you know of entrances to be. Now, this is a 100-story tower that has a massive staff and like group of support individuals. There are likely other entrances and exits, but you are not aware of them.
Why don't we would like to take a short rest.
There you go. So you begin the process of a short rest.
I will design a rest, so that's an extra D10 if anybody chooses to use.
I also, before we do, I did want to see if there was any like indication of an expected due time for these people to return on their persons.
There's not. Make an insight check.
Probably because it's something that they don't want written down for people to learn about. But I wouldn't know that because I'm a fucking dum-dum. Actually, no, it's still okay.
Is this a reliable talent?
It is. So it's 23.
When your boss tells you you got to pick something up, usually they don't tell you like a buy time because it's expected that you bring it now.
Yeah.
So likely immediately is the time that it's due by.
We should
Okay. While we rest, I'm gonna tune.
prepared. If we don't get this to them soon, it will be suspicious.
We just have
Okay.
to have a good excuse.
Is there anything
It's already going to be suspicious.
in there that says who's it for? And what are the
It's
chances?
for Azania.
No, I know. But I mean, like, what are the chances we can pretend like we
much
just
extra HP?
stumbled upon it?
Extra D10.
Maybe the last group of Amber
If
Swarm
we
got
just
mauled to
stumbled
death
upon it,
by a bunch of bears.
that will only, again, raise more questions that will dig us further. We are not going to get through this way.
I still think that going disguised is maybe our best course of action. I would prefer not to just walk through an open door as myself or under a spell and have it trip some kind of
Are there
alarm.
windows?
If you go up to like the first floor, that little entry area, there's windows that are front facing.
I mean to the tower, on the tower.
Oh yeah.
Like all the way up?
Mm,
Or like
there are
high
some
up,
way
no?
high up, and then there are some kind of around the middle and below. There is a good section that does not have any windows at all.
We are going to need something to get inside.
Well, and this is me saying this, so it's really only for me and maybe Cheshire and, but I would feel more comfortable trying to sneak my way through and avoid being caught.
I don't know how to do that.
That is why I said, so perhaps we attempt your plan to impersonate the Amber Swarm, and I will follow closely behind in your wake.
That seems ill-advised.
I feel more comfortable and more confident staying in the shadows than dressing up as one of these Amber Swarm.
So you feel comfortable in the shadows, you feel comfortable just going as yourself, you feel comfortable just not doing this thing whatsoever, and you don't care. That sounds like a great combination. Let's do all of that.
What are we doing in this city? I've forgotten.
We are here for Ori.
And what are we here to do?
That
Well,
Resolve his daddy issues. Come on.
it's more than that. We're all going to have to deal with this sooner or later because it's all connected to what's going on at the Dome. But the Crimson Mage has been in magical sleep for some time now. It seems like perhaps, and I don't know for certain, but this is my suspicion, there is a group that have plotted against the Crimson Mage and keep her in this slumber so that they can wrest control of the Magiocracy. My father being one of them, and Azania likely also involved, given her proclivities towards this sleep and magical suspension. So, I think entering the tower at all is going to present us with some opposition regardless. Yes.
Your father must know the pact is broken, right?
Well, based on how we found Escheré, I would suspect if he's not aware, it's because his mind has been obliterated.
So, is there any avenue where we just reach out directly? I know it seems wild, but you coming home, he knows what's going on with your sister. He must. Maybe just appealing to whatever fatherly instincts are left in him. If nothing, not for you, then for your sister. Would that gain us anything?
I remember Vincent remembers the sister saying the father didn't know that she was sick. I don't remember if that was said only to Ori or to all of us. So
I believe that was just to Ori.
okay, then never mind. Valis says nothing.
I know it's not a great idea, but if we were able to contact him directly, if nothing else...
I don't think that will work. And beyond that, there is no way to contact him other than attempting to get to the tower. Because, again, it's likely that he is...
I guess so, you just walking up and being like, I'm here to speak to my father.
The thing that I am curious about is that it seems as if not everyone is privy to what is going on. The Embersworn responding to the attack in the square earlier, it wasn't as reinforcements. It was responding as they would to an emergency in the square.
Yeah.
There was
Meaning
a double
that-
attack.
When the cops come,
Yes.
you make yourself scarce.
But, given what we know about the devils and why they would be here, as well as the fact that they returned towards the tower, there are likely more than one group working out of or near the tower, trying to work for control.
And
And we need to find out which group we can try to contact. If there is one that is opposing,
So we have...
so if we go with your original scenario, where Azanya is keeping the Crimson Mage under a veil of sleep, and your father had been working with the Crimson Mage to create this thing to give all people magical power,
I didn't say
that
that.
would make more sense that your father would be aligned
didn't
with the
say
mage.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, so we have the Ambersworn.
Yes,
Some of them must be true to the original oaths.
that's what I'm saying.
We have the Righteous Hand, the Golden Hand.
The
The Meritorious hand.
There we go.
Meritorious.
Meritorious Hand.
Yeah.
Do you think they would have enough influence in the area or any information?
I think that you believe I have more information here. I haven't been back home.
I'm putting words out because I'm not good at this sort of thing. I'm
I
hoping
don't-
someone else would think better than
The
me.
hand, I think, asked us to do them a favor, to gain their favor, and we did not do that.
Yeah,
So I don't know if we'll be able to use that.
true.
Not to mention, I don't know where we would find them here.
We're also assuming that all the information we have to this point is, in fact, accurate.
I agree. I do like, as Ori likes to often say, we need more information. I like the idea of just going into the tower and waking up the Crimson Mage. If it does seem like she is under foul play, that seems possibly
Well,
likely a good.
And that's
ally
why
to
I
seek.
still think that finding Azanya is the clearest path, but infiltrating is going to be very difficult, and I really don't think we have a chance at doing it without intense confrontation.
Yeah.
Even with disguises or sneaking.
I'm not convinced that Azanya is against us. But what are you gonna say?
I wasn't expecting to go in and just walk through and have no issues.
Why don't we go... The moneylender mentioned an entrance 1,000 feet up that we would need a griffin to go up.
Ooh.
I can summon my steed and have us enter that way, and perhaps with the items in hand, we can... That should allow us to confront Azania.
Something just occurred to Ori and me.
Not to map it to Ori.
Just Ori.
You had to whisper it to me. It was really
Ori
embarrassing.
whispered and not
Matt, make an intelligence check.
So even if Azania and my father had been working together previously, the fact that the pact was broken very well could have changed the terms of whatever agreement was happening, and so could have caused a schism in the power structure
Sure
here. So
there are all kinds of should-haves and could-haves until you get to the tower, or
yeah, it still doesn't change anything.
But it is a good point.
But-
It's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically like going to Azania now seems even more of like the best bet for Ori, because there is a good chance that even if she's still not aligned with us, she's not necessarily opposed.
So again, no matter which way we take, we gotta go do something. I would prefer if we all did the same thing rather than the most comfortable thing. Yes, it is gross to wear the armor of people we killed, but also, we've kinda done that. We killed that giant's beads, and you're wearing them now. Also, sometimes, we can't stay sneaking in the shadows because we all have to stick together, and they might see you.
Who has a passive perception above 24? Ori,
That's close.
My hands went up and down real fast.
you hear in the distance, almost impossibly, because it's late at night, but there are still people walking around, there is wind blowing, and in fact you can hear a gentle pitter-patter of rain has begun to fall. But in this late hour, you hear something squeaking outside. And it isn't that you hear something squeaking that sets you sort of at attention, it's that you recognize it. You've heard the sound before. And then, as it gets nearer and nearer, you hear a very gentle at the door.
What's the squeaking that I recognize?
Long ago, you had been approached by a tea cart. And that tea cart had squeaked along its way, and it sounds very similar to this.
Wait here. I'm gonna go up and cautiously open the door.
Okay.
Tia.
You go up,
Tia.
Billy ignores.
you go upstairs. You can almost feel a presence on the other side of this door. And for you, Cheshire, as Ori goes up, you can see Ori kind of following, tilting their head to the side, and in the elven ears, you almost can see this iridescent string that has like pulled them along towards this door. But you make your way up, Ori. You open this up, and you see in front of you Sabina, this ancient elf. Though they look a little bit less ancient than they did before. Their skin a bit younger, it has lost a few wrinkles that it once had, and though she is still clad in the same dark dress and cloak, there is color to her skin that was not there before. And as you open the door, you can hear that she is almost humming, but she stops and she smiles at you brightly. And she says, "Oh, little puppets, my, how you've sung." And all of you can hear this voice kind of whisper out and into this place as she speaks.
Oh, no.
"And little aware of what you've begun. You've turned your back on the mother, that's so. But you've kept the wheel turning, there's miles to go. The time is now night, the ocean above. The clock now strikes heavy. It's tea time, my loves. So have one more drink, see what you dare, before I lend you what I might spare." And she stops. And Cheshire, as you hear these words, are you doing anything?
I will go up to her.
Okay.
Billy's like in a corner sulking because she realized that it's time for tea and she feels dumb.
That Cheshire's coming up, I'm gonna open the door a little bit more so that Cheshire can kind of come up and see what's going on.
Okay.
Did we encounter this person before Valis was here?
Yes.
This is
Okay, all right. I'm
pre-Valis.
like,
You
You
are
are
This was
Valis.
this
too.
like
I
old
think-
woman on the road passing by selling tea.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
One-
Though
Alright.
Valis, I would say you actually know who this is, not because you've ever met them, but because this person is sort of a fabled individual. This is Sabina the Tea Woman. She's commonly known as the Tea Lady, and she appears exactly when she's supposed to. She's never late. And there is a lot of sort of supposition that she is in fact an archfey. But she is here at the door. She has this tea cart directly in front of all of you. Cheshire, you make your way over to this door. You approach her.
As Cheshire walks up, she'll say, "Somehow we've strayed and lost our way, and now there's no time to play, no time for joy, no time for friends, not even time to make amends."
She stops and she leans in close to you and freezes. And you can see in the sockets of her eyes, the eyes move a little bit uncertainly, and you are aware all at once of this overwhelming presence. This is not visible to any of you, but to you, Cheshire, you see this pink aura begin to drift out of Sabina. And the voice that leaves her next is not hers. Cheshire, you hear her say, "But you, my dear, my dearest doll, have furthest to go, most of all. And in this tower you will find she who sleeps and wake her mind. It's time, Cheshire, to travel to the Tower of Red, and to wake the sleeper that once was thought dead. But beware, beware the sleeper of old, whose mind has now been touched, and whose dreams now grow bold. Enjoy your tea. You've earned some rest. But when this epic is done, we've got a new quest." And in this instant, you see the pink power just back into Sabina. And she blinks a few times. There is this, as the arcane energy leaves the space, the tea kettle kind of clatters on the tray, but she blinks a few more times and turns out to all of you and says, "Who would like tea?"
At the bottom of the stairs, like tea.
Haley just has a really sour look on her face. And she's like,
Cheshire, you raise your hand.
I'll pull out
name's
2 gold and hand her the 2 gold for the tea.
She raises up a hand and she says, "There will be no payment for you. You have vanquished my patron, and for that a favor is owed. For what am I but an instrument of fate? Who would like tea?"
Micah's gonna want to be like tea, but also she's gonna do an inside check, and we vanquish her patron.
Make an insight check.
Oh, it's good for once.
Yeah, wait.
So that is, for tea, we have Minka, we have Billy, we have
I would
Valis, we
have
have Cheshire.
some
Oh,
too,
we
yeah.
have
we had tea last time. I feel like.
could we also say that Phoebe has them, just so that, or is it we have to ask questions?
I'll let Phoebe have tea.
Okay.
We'll see how that plans out.
So, yeah, I'm also. We vanquished
want
her
tea?
patron, and she.
Minka, with that insight check, as you hear this, you look at this tea cart. You look at Sabina, who has grown younger. There is a flush to her skin that at first you thought was warm, but now seems a little bit cool. And it comes to you, this is somebody who all of a sudden seems to be expressing seasons through her very skin itself. You all broke a very important ritual, a ritual that could have perhaps allowed Baba Yaga herself to gain access to the world. And as you look at this cart, you note that there are no wheels to this cart. There are merely 2 mechanical chicken legs. That is what has been squeaking beneath this the whole time. Sabine is a agent of Baba Yaga. But you, in that insight check, there is no malice to her voice. There is some amusement. There is perhaps a hint of annoyance, but when she says that she is an instrument of fate, that is true.
Billy just like gets in line and is both mad at Cheshire and Sabine.
Micah's gonna be like, "Yay, tea!" and then you just see her face just kind of freeze as everything just kind of clicks into place.
Cheshire, for you, You kind of up first. They hold out a hand, and as they do, there is a just pop of magical energy, and you can see the tea just appears on this tray. You see black tea and little pearls of enchanted green. You can see a little jar of robust oolong. You can see white tea and something much spicier. What are you choosing?
What do any of them call to me?
I would say for you, that spicy sort of flavor. It smells of like ginger and cayenne. There is something that is potent to this and not a little bit chaotic. That sort of calls to you.
That one.
Okay. She waves a hand over it and the rest just disappear. And the single sort of saucer and cup combination that she had is full. She offers you this cup. She turns to you, Billy.
Chester's hand.
She waves the hand, the teas reappear.
Hi. I don't know how this works. Which one do you recommend for me?
I don't recommend anything for anyone. What are you concerned about?
I'm just feeling stupid. Billy points to the cart legs.
She smiles and she says,
Also, not a fan of mythics. Just speak words straight.
she smiles at this and she says, but he does. You are not stupid. You see the things that are important to see.
Do I have to look in the ledger hall for your contract?
No.
Well, that's a relief. There's a lot in there. I'll take that one. And Billy points towards what I assume is like the smokiest one.
The smokiest one. There is this oolong that is very like nutty and chocolatey and like layers of charcoal with a little bit of sweetness underneath.
I am
You select
drinking a
that.
lap song, so it makes sense.
There you go. So they pass you this cup. And you can sort of tell as they pass you these cups, you're expected to drink it and pass the cup back. And that is likely some sort of magic to happen in that sort of instance.
Billy does.
Yeah.
She's been here before.
For you, Minka, what are you choosing?
So the options were spicy tea, that oolong tea. What was the other one?
There is a sort of like pearled up green tea. There is a white tea. And then there is this thing that Cheshire got that is like a very spiced sort of thing.
I think Minka would take the white tea.
Okay.
But as she takes it, she will kind of look at Sabine and be like, do I really have to go to the stars?
You don't need to do anything, dear. But something tells me you will do much.
Oh, boy.
What about you, Ori?
I remember last time I think I had like a gold one. Is that correct?
No, it was purple.
Purple.
But
you
this
also
is not
just
offered to
had
you.
like a plain tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not offered to you this time.
Oh, okay.
This seems different.
Yeah. It was the white, the spicy, and the green,
And the black.
and the black.
I took the white. Billy took the green. Josh took the spicy.
Which one fits? Which one does Ori want? That's low insight. I guess.
I don't understand how this die roll is going to help you.
That's what would you like?
I'll take the green.
You take the green. One of the most balanced of these. Kind of makes sense for Valis. A very consistent, smooth blend. The only tea that hasn't been taken so far is the black tea, for what it's worth.
I thought Billy took the black tea. No.
Billy took a oolong.
Oh, that was the white.
No, oolong is in between a green and a black tea.
That wasn't listed.
He legit said oolong.
Oolong, white,
Oh, yeah.
green, black, spicy.
Oh, I didn't hear it then.
Someone's
I guess I'll
ears
take the
weren't
black
working.
tea then, just so we get them all.
So
Be
each of you
different.
likes a
Gotta
different
catch
tea.
them all. Poke Oreos.
As you drink these one by one, Cheshire, can you roll a d4 for me as you pass your cup back?
Oh, and then we can put a little bit of each of ours together for Phoebe.
The king's
They
cup
take
tea.
your cup back and they hold this. And they look in this and they say, I see in your future and in the tea negative spaces. I see a fire, but a fire that is a person. There is an ally in your future. There is one that you will meet soon who will help. But they may require a push.
They usually do.
Make an insight check.
14.
14. This might be like a fire mage. This might be somebody who is a bearer of like a flame. But having an ally in the future is certainly a good thing to know.
Positive. Overall positive.
They tip
Ally
this
is
cup
the
back
good
onto
dog.
the tray and it just disappears. Minka, you pass your cup back. Roll a d4.
Yeah.
You get
1.
one fish.
So
They look into your cup and they say, I see in the tea leaves many lines intersecting and crossing and branching off. You have a journey ahead of you, but you have not yet chosen a path to take. It seems as if there is much strife in your planning process.
you don't say.
Nithix is a difficult, they look at Billy, person to deal with, but they are not without their benefits as well. You seek a path into the tower of the Crimson Mage, and Nithix will provide. Worry not.
Okay. Thank
They take
you.
your cup back, they set it down, but it does not disappear. It stays right where it is. And it begins to glow. There is a faint pink hue that kind of emanates out, almost like an underlit LED cup.
It's like what I
Wow.
Almost like little bits of this kind of pink steam.
Mm-hmm.
But they seem unconcerned by this, and they turn their attention to you, Billy.
I think it's gonna go cup Billy, cup Billy, cup Billy.
Rich people bullshit. 3.
A 3. Okay.
We're hitting the spectrum here.
Give me one moment here.
Just the odd spectrum.
If they're personalized, I'm afraid. Because that sounded gleeful.
When I look into this cup, in the negative spaces, I see plants. But within those, I see something else. There is a garden in this tower. And in this garden, someone sleeps. The spaces tell me they can be freed, but not from the same place. It is somewhere else where the bonds must be cut. Sigils, perhaps. Make an insight check.
For a moment there, Billy is kind of impressed that
Sounds similar
Nithix,
to
I'm
something
assuming,
we did.
was so forward.
That sounds
Cool.
similar already.
Insight?
Yeah.
That's a 26.
Nice.
When you think about what this could mean, somebody who is powerful and asleep within the Tower of the Crimson Mage, likely the Crimson Mage herself, and likely held in stasis within a garden level on this tower. And they can probably be freed by destroying a arcane construct of some kind on a level higher than it is held.
Higher.
Higher. Not by much, maybe a floor or two.
What's by
So it's
destroying
a-
sigils?
It's a ritual that is constructed in a similar way to the other rituals we've encountered.
Strange.
I know.
Would the materials within the shipment make sense for that purpose, or does it seem
For
like
what purpose?
like now that we've intuited that the magical sleep is from a sort of
Make an insight check.
pact?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Would the materials be to kind of reinforce that, or to help kind
Make
of?
an insight check.
I'm just connecting the strings.
Valis, as you pass your cup back, roll a d4, please.
1.
Oh, 1. Okay. They look at your cup and they say, concerning. The path that you take, the lines that I see, are held fast by a shape that is at once benevolent and malevolent. This is something that was once pure and now fallen and corrupt. This will bar your way. I'm sorry. Make an insight check, Valis.
Oh shit! Is he corrupted by fucking beads?
I thought you were going to say bees.
I thought that he was gonna say bees.
Also, yes.
17.
Tavares is corrupting
17.
you.
Perfectly unbeaten.
You actually have just recently, within the hut of the Bone Mother,
Yep.
freed, or hope that you have freed, a fallen angel. What is being described here is almost certainly something similar to that.
Damn.
Ori, they turn to you. They take your cup. Roll a d4.
Roll a 2, my man. We gotta get all the answers.
We gotta get them all in. Process of elimination.
Sorry, I got a 3.
Didn't you roll for it?
3.
Roll one more time.
Oh
Just
shit!
roll it.
The number.
3 and
So you have
2. I got that for you. 3 and 2.
Hell yeah.
We got our first even. Steven.
They look at your cup and they look at you, and with no insight check, you can see that their face falls somewhat.
Oh no.
Even bad.
And they say, the journey ahead for you is challenging more than most. There are shapes within shapes that suggest that you will be sought within this tower. This tower, these shapes, they are you, you know. And I do not know what that means. And that is almost never good. They take your cup back, and the only cup that now remains is Minka's. And they turn to your group. And I'll discuss with Hannah what Phoebe says. But for all of you, they turn and they say, Nithix will provide. Are you ready to enter the tower?
Ready as we'll ever
Right.
be, I guess.
Thank you, Sabine.
Do not thank me yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is fun stuff.
I must warn you. Once you go, you may not come back.
Oh, because we'll die.
Because either you will die, this is a time where no one can see what's coming. This is a pivotal moment, not just for you, but for all of us. This is dangerous in a way that you have never experienced before.
The end of the journey. Kind of bittersweet in a way.
Out of character, it's our first and last poner. Point of no return. It's a really deep cut joke that no one will get.
Nope.
But thank you for the pwn.
Is it the save point?
Yeah, it's like this is like the like we were talking to like the NPC and there's
All
like a
the side
pop-up that
quests.
comes up.
Yeah.
Can we go to Shara's temple real quick? It's before the phone.
Wait, I really want to
Let me go finish up all the side
One
quests
thing that we
first.
can totally do as a one shot sometime is do like things that we just didn't reach that are
Alberon, what if?
super important because
Oh, no.
the whole point of Shards was really like it.
Not a cash
I'll
grab.
talk about it
It
after.
would have been
Yeah.
a cool weapon for one of us.
So-
But you know that touching this cup, or you get the sense that touching this cup will bring you to the Tower of the Crimson Mage. Not just to, but into.
There's no way but forward. And I hover my hand over the cup, waiting for the rest.
I guess we're doing this now.
Billy just kind of looks at Sabine and is like, I really don't like the idea of leaving the hut alone.
It's never really alone.
How would you handle such a place?
I would not.
If we don't come back, it's yours.
Put your hand over it. You put your hand over it. Or you touching the cup?
Oh, God, I really don't want to.
No, we all gotta do it together. We just had this conversation.
If you don't touch the cup, you're gonna have an Ori solo adventure of trying to get to the fucking tower. And Godspeed, my man.
I'm just climbing.
Also, we're all here for you. Put your God's freaking hand
We're just
in.
gonna make it take a second. Cause fuck. Oh,
Unless you can climb
the
1,000
path
feet
is
up, my
forward.
favorite.
Cheshire slams everybody's hands.
the cup shatters.
Thank God Ballas is on the bottom.
The cup does
Absolutely,
shatter.
the cup shatters, and in the same way that you feel when you go into a teleportation circle or a travel through plants, you are yanked, and you can feel the world and space just travel around you impossibly fast. And all at once, you find yourselves surrounded by granite.
Throw up a little.
You feel your ears pop painfully as you are suddenly 1,000 feet up in the air. And as you kind of gather the sort of whereabouts within you, you can see that you are within a perfectly square laboratory. It is lined with enchanted planter boxes. There are sigils etched into cauldrons that hang from these metal hooks off the walls. You see glass spheres that hang from other hooks, little plants kind of growing in them. There are notebooks stacked around this space, and gazing open-mouthed at all of you is a copper-skinned elf with these vine-woven sort of braids that go back, wearing a robe stained with different dyes. They have these huge bags under their eyes. And as they begin to stutter and kind of reach behind them, because it is 8:20 and a good place to take a break, this is where we're going to step away for just a moment. And when we return, you will all be introduced to Azania Sunwave.
Don't
Sharpen this
shoot
tool.
her. Do not attack her,
There'll be
please.
a countdown on your screen.
Do not.
We will see you at
Why are
the
you
end.
looking at me?
Because you just rolled it.
And we're back. Thank you for sticking with us through the break if you did. If not, welcome to D&D Courts of Everest, our original campaign. You're a part of it now. And all of us are back. When we left off, you had all teleported into the Tower of the Crimson Mage and find yourselves now in an arcane laboratory or botany lab of some kind, face to face with the copper-skinned Azania Sunwave. They are in a robe stained with herbal dyes. Their eyes, just baggy, bloodshot, are kind of open and going from one of you to the other. Yeah?
Billy's staring at them, like, ready to, like, attack if something bad happens, but looking to see what their reaction to us suddenly appearing in their space seems to be.
Okay.
Do I recognize that it's
Delivery.
Make an intelligence check, flat intelligence check.
And I rolled right before we ended.
4.
For whatever skill you want me to use to, like,
go.
assess their, like, reaction to us.
Insight.
Great. 17.
17, 8. With an 8, you have no idea who this person is. They are wearing robes that place them as part of this tower.
We're still dressed as Embersworn.
Yes.
You are.
No,
you,
we're seeming as
you're-
Amber's
yes. For you, Billy, this person is shocked that you all just operated into this place directly in front of them. They're kind of like reaching behind them, and you're not quite sure for what, but that is what you can tell with the 17.
Wait.
We have.
FedEx has a delivery.
So you see they look shocked, they look startled. You say that you're here for a delivery. You say, wait. Is anybody saying anything of substance?
Are you Azania?
Well, yes, of course I am. Who are all of you? And how did you get in here past all of the wards?
We have a delivery.
You have a delivery.
Wait.
But how did you get in here past all the...
Lasagna, please.
We
wait.
had we just got in.
But you really are.
Lasagna, you were expecting a delivery from the Embersworn, yes?
Can I touch you?
Yeah.
They go
Go ahead and touch
over and they poke you. They're going to make a quick investigation check. You look at them, their eyes, they have these huge bags under their eyes. This is somebody who's probably not sleeping terribly well.
Mm-hmm.
And it really shows because they do not see through seeming. They kind of prod your cheeks, they kind of seem satisfied, and they go, all right, you're not a hallucination.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, seeing things
What-
recently?
I mean, just sometimes. Aren't we all?
Yeah,
Anyways,
I mean, yes.
you brought all the things.
Yes.
Yeah, we brought him.
Well,
We were just hoping to, like, kind of find a place to put it down, and
Yeah,
maybe... yeah.
How'd you get in all the way
it
past...
doesn't...
Oh, no, we're I got it. It's, it's lasagna. We just, we have a way in.
Right, but
This
you
is for
didn't
you,
touch
right?
anything in the jailworks atrium, did you? It's all very sensitive.
No, we didn't. We were told to specifically just bypass anything.
And how did your griffins not set off the charm?
Oh no, it's not griffins.
What then?
Magic.
Did you come from the tower?
Magic, yeah.
Oh. It's just usually they have me guide people through, what with the sigils and all. But, okay, I guess they're just letting
Specialists,
anybody
yeah.
know those things now.
Specialist,
Wait,
yeah.
you know where the sigils are?
What
Well,
you
of course she
mean,
knows
do I
where the
know
sigils are.
I'm tired, I'm not blind.
Billy, like, points at all the sigils.
No, I mean the sigils.
Okay, yeah.
She's talking about sigils for the... Is she in on keeping them fucking...
Make an insight check.
Oh my
I
god!
think she's talking about the capital S
She looks
sigils.
at you and she says, I
Oh!
take this and bring it over to the suspension prep room and
Yeah.
we'll get everything squared away.
Okay, that's
Thank
one
God
thing.
I
They
have
just gave
fucking
us the,
reliable
like,
talent.
location we had to arrive in. They didn't tell us anything about the layout. Do you have, like, a map so that we can find our way through?
I'll just take you.
Oh, that
Just
works.
right through here.
And Billy, like, looks at Ori and tries to communicate with facial expressions because we cannot communicate via magic that this is her wheelhouse, is lying to people.
With a 23, there is not a word of the site that you are really hearing here. But you're also not hearing any kind of like malevolence. You don't get the sense that they're involved in any kind of infernal scheme. They seem to be a little bit overworked. I would say with a 23, it's not so much that they're overworked. They're genuinely just not sleeping well. And you get the sense that their conscience is maybe not super clean. But they turn back and they just kind of say, I mean, you've seen it already, but this is the Jailworks atrium. And they kind of open the door. And as this door is pushed open, there is a cavernous, it could not exist within the tower as you have seen it, this cavernous, sort of almost natural stone pocket that seems to be almost a cave here. There are pipes that run overhead. You can see fluids kind of running through places where there are actual glass windows to monitor what's within. There are vats and racks of tubes all lining up along the wall. There are liquids going through coils and changing colors through mazes of glass. There are tons of different herbal elements being just diffused down into gels and different components. You can see probably like 5 or 6 different kind of liquids being stored and worked through here. And they say, just be mindful not to touch anything. It's all very sensitive to temperature and color and all that.
You got it. My friend here is the courier. He will be the most apt, helpful for finding a good place.
Please, you're not couriers. You're soldiers. It's a noble profession what you do.
I apologize. Thank you. I just need to have he will be most able to help. He is the strongest of us with lifting the materials.
Oh, I'm sure, but I mean, you really all shouldn't be this deep into the laboratory.
Oh, no, I'm just saying he will lead and follow you.
Okay.
And I will instruct my fellow team members about not touching anything.
We're not really like the military here. You can sort of walk wherever you want to walk as long as you're, not touching things, really. So
we're just used to having to, march where we're told to.
I'm sure.
Lasagna.
All of you. Yes.
How is she doing?
How's who doing?
Don't mind him. He's just a little,
Oh, do you mean my assistant?
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a joke because, I haven't had an assistant in weeks.
No, I mean,
Who?
Since when?
the project that you've been
My project, this suspension gel. I mean, it's fine, I suppose. I don't typically assign genders to my projects. It's an interesting idea.
Do we still have the psychic bond?
I think it only lasted for an hour.
Damn it. So Billy tries to kind of pull Ori back a little bit.
They say, no, just you. I'm going to leave all of you alone. So whatever top secret stuff you all want to do, that's fine.
Oh.
But just not in here.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm sorry. You look very tired.
I am very tired.
Is
That's a
there
very good
anything we
observation.
can do so you can take a nap?
Yes, finish following me. Just 20 more feet, please.
Understood.
She walks 20 more feet, opens this final door into a circular stone antechamber about 20 feet across, and you can see there is a huge sweeping bay window that is open to the cliff sides below, and it really gives you a sense of how high up you are. You're maybe 1,000 feet off the ground, but up on a hillside, down looking into this valley, it is like looking into the Grand Canyon. You can see within this room as well, there are metal racks of alchemical roots and little vials of sealed ingredients. There are crystals that you see, Minka, luminous crystals, arranged in little circles in different spaces here. The ceiling's about 30 feet up, and there is a faint blue fog, maybe in the top 5 feet of that space. You do see a door that leads to a long corridor beyond that is closed on the western wall. In the center of the space, taking up most of the room, is a huge vat of gelatin, essentially. You can see little bits of plant matter kind of floating or preserved within it.
Oh, your suspension gel, right?
They say it's stasis gel, really,
Excuse
but
me.
yes, it becomes suspension gel with other ingredients added into it. Next to that, there is a wooden table with a bunch of scrolls and things on them, and that is what you see within. You do see that there is a door next to the bay window that is closed. Beyond that, a huge stone, sort of 60-foot long, almost like a runway. You can see off to the right, just barely little bits of what look like a nest inside of a cave, likely like a griffin landing pad and storage space out beyond. But you have expressed your way straight in here. And they say, so if you need to return to the tower, obviously just come back the way you came. Yep. They point at the closed door that you have not come through. They say, and I suppose if you do have griffins that you want to come, you can just take them right out that way. Do you require me for anything else?
No, but should we need to find you in case, I don't know, we get maybe a little turned around.
Do you want me to just stay here then?
No, just you said you'd be maybe taking a nap. Are you just going to go right back to the room you were just
I'm
in?
just going to continue to work because,
Well,
I need to.
we know where to find you then. So please,
We'll
we
be
don't want to
fine.
disturb your very important work and the potential of getting rest.
And yet here we are. Very well. They turn and they make their way back to the laboratory, a little bit exasperated, and you're all left alone in the space.
We're all shook. Damn it.
We just... we don't know anything. Let's not pretend that we do, but let's pretend that we know enough to walk from one space to another. And now, we are unattended.
Please don't invalidate me like that again. And you're doing the thing that you told us all not to do, to come up with a plan and not tell anyone.
He's right.
I was simply asking the same questions that the money lender asked Vale regarding Azania.
You keep doing it.
And you're right, we didn't have any information. That was the point of the question.
But now we're here. And my best guess is that we have to find this garden so that we find the mage herself. But we also need to find some sigils.
Well, we know the sigils are the way that we supposedly have come.
Azania was, I think, part of the plan originally, but just a piece of it. Now she's exhausted and
Well,
doesn't know any better, but
I think she knows quite a lot.
yes,
Her project is this.
she has a heavy conscience.
I also wonder how much she's able to communicate right now. She seems to have just accepted that we can go through her sigils with no problem.
Right, I don't think trying to find out any more information from her will be beneficial, but
Great.
I think we need to be careful. I worry
Potentially.
if what I think might be happening has happened. The entire tower could be under the control of fiends.
While they're discussing, Cheshire is walking around the room, not touching anything, but looking to see if there's anything that would point us in a direction.
Sure. I would say, with that, make an Arcana check.
I rolled an 8 for a full rock check.
You see diamonds, huge diamonds that seem almost impossibly large and not shaped like diamonds. They follow more of the traditional quartz-like rules, but you're sure that these are
Diamonds
diamonds.
that grew into the shape of quartz.
And they glow with an inner light, so they're probably magical diamonds.
29.
29. With the 29, as you walk around Cheshire, you see metal racks that are full of these like little. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up here. Okay, you see little metal racks, all kinds of like little alchemical reagents and things. Nothing on the walls that really point you to the right direction. Though I will say, as you walk around and you look at the stasis gel, you can see that there are elements of changes that have occurred on the paper somewhat recently that are different than things that have been here. That check doesn't necessarily tell you, and given your background, you don't really know what they mean, but you can tell that these have been recently doctored or altered. And then I would say outside of that, you don't see a whole lot that would point you in the right direction. There is this other doorway that you could open. It is not locked. And if you wish to crack it open, you certainly could.
She said it was the griffin holding area.
That is a separate doorway. There's one more
It's
door.
the way we came, is what she referred to it as.
Yes. You all said that you just kind of walked in. You didn't take Griffin, so she assumed it was from this other door.
So there's only two ways out. Griffin entrance or this other door that she thought we came in on.
Correct. And then the door that you all arrived in, which you know leads further into this laboratory, you just passed through. You were teleported into the innermost part of this space and then have walked out to the place theoretically adjoining the rest of the tower.
So, I'm sorry for cutting you off. We arrived in a space and couldn't exactly plan.
I thought they would put us somewhere where no one would see us. And we
You
were
can
seen.
always plan. So, if the Magiocracy, the tower, has been taken over by fiendish influences, wherever the sigils are may also be similarly infernal. However, I think the pact that my father has been bound by happened after, well, at least the breaking of it happened after whatever magical sleep was induced, and the group that enacted that.
Could devils being present in the tower be how your father decided upon the pact?
What do you mean?
Well, I can only imagine that people don't generally seek out hags because of an organic thought. Someone encourages them to do it.
Whatever reasons my father had don't really matter in the current moment.
It's true. It's more of who was here first, and are these devils the same type? It's not often that I wish Rez was still here, but
Dang. That's crazy.
I've been wanting more and more to ask him so many questions.
Minka?
The rooms we walked through, the first one you said was granite. Is it the same rock type all the way through?
Yes, so far all of these have been this kind of grayish granite color. Yeah.
So does that imply that this area was cut into the hill?
Make an nature check.
Better. A decent number that I can do math on. 19.
It occurs to you that likely the level that you are on is not part of the tower proper, but carved into the cliffside, and actually the window would really point that picture out as well. Probably part of the tower proper, maybe the first 50 levels or so, was once natural stone. The rest of the tower probably blocks of the same stone, but just carved it up to make it taller. But this is certainly carved from what once stood here.
Okay. So the whole thing is likely at least partially granite.
Certainly.
Well, if nothing else, the tower next to us will be made primarily of granite, which is good to know. Primarily because if it's rock, it can still be affected.
Okay.
There are 2 towers.
Not 2 towers, but the space that you are kind of in is built into the cliffside that the tower is built upon and of.
Okay, so we're not in the tower.
Right.
No, but you're like directly adjoining it.
Yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
We're in its basement.
We're
The other thing is even
the base
so,
of the tower is wider than the higher levels, and
one
we're at
thing
one
that
of
you'll
the lower
probably
levels
want to
where
do
it's,
very quickly is
built into
divorce
it.
yourself of the idea of spatial things kind of fitting, because even that room that you walked through, it shouldn't really fit in the tower that you've seen from the outside.
It's a magic
Or
tower.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not grown crystal.
I know what kind of things might be found in a regular garden, but in one where they might use a lot more magic, what is something that might be found in a garden here within the tower?
Phallus. I don't think
I can
you
try
all
to
understand
use a spell to see
the
if
situation that I am in.
I
Why would I know what they keep up here?
Billy puts a hand up.
A watering can, then. Locate object, watering can.
Okay.
Billy puts a hand down.
What is the range on that?
1,000.
But also it can be blocked by stone.
What range of stone? Because that's important.
Yeah.
It's like a foot.
If it's a foot, you're not really seeing out of this room. I will say, though, there is a watering can in the room that you just walked through.
Any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks direct path between you and the object.
Is it just the thickness of lead?
I don't see anything else.
If it's just the thickness of lead.
There's watering cans as
Maybe
far as the eye can see.
If it's lead any thickness, I think is the idea.
I
And if
think
it's stone, it's like an inch or a foot.
Star
depends on the-
field
it depends
of
on the-
I
little
might be thinking
pings
of
across the
It
line.
might be a different spell.
Are you using
No.
locate object?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
It sometimes says how much stone.
It does.
It does.
It does specifically, I believe.
Not on this one.
It might be certain of the locates have like a stone thickness. A locate object
Thickness
might
of
not.
lead, even a thin sheet blocks a direct, but it doesn't say anything
It doesn't
about
say
stone.
anything about stone.
Nice.
So it's just 1,000 feet straight. Look at that nice second level.
How many watering cans?
Exactly 47.
I look for the
Interesting.
most concentration of watering cans because I don't know.
There's just a really big hot spot of watering cans.
And are they automatic because magic?
So
It
as
would
you
only
go,
find
you do see the one that is
nearest
in
one.
the room.
It would only find the nearest one.
Ah, well, then there you go. It's the one that is directly behind you in that room.
That's
you had
not the
seen-
garden.
you had
If
seen
I
a number-
destroy it so that's no longer a watering can, would it then jump to the next one?
Yeah, I guess.
So, Billy,
Just go smash the
Oh,
wall.
it's with the bloodbath again. Good.
oh god, you've destroyed the one watering can that holds the Crimson Mage's soul. So Billy, like, kind of leans forward again. It's like, look, I apologize for interrupting you in the middle of your discussions with Azania. I did, however, want to get us alone in a space so we could discuss what we are going to do here. We got teleported all of a sudden into a space where the target of our operation was just right there and saw us, which is fine, because we look like this, but there was a high likelihood that it would not be fine. And also, now we're alone and we can discuss things. I apologize for interrupting in such the way that I did.
While Billy is apologizing, I would like to try and find
I did not
the
expect you
most
to
likely
apologize.
path
Thank
up,
you.
I'm learning.
because it seems as if the garden would most likely be above where we started.
Probably that doorway that you haven't gone through.
I'm gonna go peek
Okay,
open.
we'll get back there in a second.
Yeah.
So she mentioned sigils on the other side of this door. Does anyone have anything to deal with the sigils on the other side?
And
of
you can
this
see
door?
at that moment, like as you point, Ori just
No,
Breaks the door.
I didn't go over. I went.
Billy holds up
right
her
breaks
sword.
it open.
Is this the sigils that she said that she usually guides people through?
Yes.
That sounds dangerous.
Or you
There's
open this
so
door to
many
the
sigils
dangerous
in
space
magic,
beyond.
though.
You see a
Angry would be
30-foot
an ally.
long corridor, primarily dim
The one
light
that would be a
as
push.
the sides of these corridor walls. There are.
Spirit. Sorry.
It's okay. There are glowing sigils along the sides of the walls. 12 of them, 6 on either side, that seem to almost paint a path along this corridor. You see golden spirals and green leaves. You see a crescent sigil that glows faintly violet. There are 12 symbols in all, and they are the only light source in this space. All the way across, on the other side of this hallway, you do see a doorway.
So, thinking on, Billy like has not really noticed that Ori is like near the dangerous hallway. So thinking on the tea woman's notes to us,
Like,
Cheshire pointed out, we have an ally that needs a push.
What if that was our ally?
Seems likely so.
like a
She seems
Crimson Mage.
but
She seems guilty.
and
Her project
that's
was
not bad.
the stasis jail,
the
that
stasis
doesn't-
gel.
but that doesn't mean that.
Dude!
That doesn't mean that perhaps that was her work, but maybe her work is being used in a way that she did not intend. Just because she made the prison in which the mage sleeps doesn't mean that she intended it to be used. So if we can turn her to our side, she might be the best asset to dismantling the jail.
did say she wasn't sleeping and she was working to fix that.
And then we also have cutting the sigils to disrupt the ritual. we've experience with that. The problem is we're not always great with finding the right ones. And if she knows, she can potentially point us in the right direction.
Maybe we just approach her earnestly.
What do you think, Ori? Where's Ori?
That was going to be my first guess, but I opened the door already. I wanted to be earnest, but we are now in this hallway.
No, you are in the
We
hallway.
can still be earnest.
I just said we had to drop something
I
off
opened
and
the
asked
door.
where she would be.
Where did she go? Where did she go?
She went back to her laboratory. Basically, she said she'd be back where we found her.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
She had implied that she didn't really want to be bothered, but seemed resigned to the fact that that would not happen.
Are we in the room with the watering can?
That's the room behind.
That's the one we were just in.
Yeah,
the
just
the
one
laboratory has the watering can.
Damn it. Okay.
Well,
Destroy the watering can.
if we really want to try that approach, I
We
had
should go.
intended to utilize this circle of truth that I have not yet utilized within the cloak that was given to me.
Well, one thing I would caution against is knowing about that spell.
Which is why I didn't do it immediately upon teleporting in.
Okay. But maybe we try a softer, more even-handed approach with
I
someone
don't
who's
mean
gentle
to use it
and,
immediately.
and might have a gentle touch
I
that
was-
revives and heals and lays hands on people and makes them feel better.
I was hoping that if
Who's
I
that?
could...
Distinctly remember, the last time maybe that happened, a song came out of it.
The song was good. It was bad, but also good.
There was some fire.
Phallus, really. Please don't make us ask.
Maybe if we go speak to her and you ask her if there's anything she wishes to get off her mind, and maybe offer
I'm gonna shut the door.
that we can
You left it open.
assist her.
I could speak to her. I may not say the things that y'all want me to say, though.
If it's alright with all of you, I think I would like to speak with her myself. I also do believe that my name may mean something to her.
My hope is that since I know I'm not the most caring and compassionate individual, I can fake it. I'd take fellas with you.
I'm not
And
saying I'm going to do it alone.
Yeah, you usually do, though.
Funny coming from you right now.
Fair point.
I would like to speak to her, and I would like to try and see what her reaction is when she finds out who I actually am. I think her response will be a bit telling, if she remembers me.
Can I
And
make a
from
suggestion
there-
to start?
Yes.
Ask her how she feels about knowing that Ori, is back in town.
I don't know if she would remember that. I am really more relying on her relationship with my father and her
Okay, so and
response
so
to
son
that.
is in town?
Maybe
I will reveal myself once I find out more.
maybe ask if she had heard the rumors about your father. I've heard
Or
that
any-
if you ask someone if they know about something without saying what it is, sometimes they'll just say it. I don't think I could do that right, but that
I
could
think
be
I might
something
be
to
able
go.
to do something like that, Minka.
I can't decide if I'm happy or very upset that you've learned that.
You should take notes.
I have stuck my foot so far down my throat, I'm hoping I've learned something.
So are you sending Ori in? To do the diplomacy?
Did you want us to
Not
come
solo.
with you?
Yeah, I was gonna have Valis come in.
All right. Or
At least.
Kick
I mean,
out
I'm
that
not
guy.
saying no one else can go in. I'm
Yeah.
just, I want to be the one to
was
be
implied.
like, hey, what's up with this guy?
So Ori and Valis, the two of you approach the door to the room that you had just come through. Are you entering?
Do you want us to maybe wait on the other side of the door in case
Well-
of trouble?
It might be. We should probably at least have a signal because if it does go sour, we might need to. I don't want to kill her.
Woohoo!
That's a bit insensitive.
You can see Phoebe's eyes just narrow slightly.
What? It's a night bird.
You picked up way too much from Alina.
Who do you think Alina got it from?
I'd probably say be concerned if there's either too much noise or no more noise.
Oh, Billy,
Yeah, that's probably.
I did. Maybe it's best if I just, like.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh, you still do that.
Yeah, sorry, that didn't go away. One of you,
It
please.
just looks so painful. at the
It
same
hurts a lot,
time.
yeah.
As you hand over, lay a hands 1 hit point.
It actually hurts. It actually
That's
hurts
also flavor.
Fair amount of lay on hands. So
It's just
Flavorful,
much
so
flavor.
tasty.
So much flavor.
with this
Too much
thumbnail
flavor.
now in your possession, are you making your way into the space?
Yeah.
The two of you open this door and you see.
It's got 3 thumbs. It's going through the door.
Hell yeah. You can see Azania is maybe like 30 feet away. She's at a table. And as you open the door, you can actually smell almost like fresh fallen rain. You can see she's working with these small, almost like gelatinized pearls. And at the table, there is this watering can that she's actually actively kind of holding. That's a good noise. She looks up at you as the two of you open the door, and she says, did either of you happen to... Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Did either of you happen to unpack the Etherflow water yet? I need it for this part.
Do you have the other water?
I forget. Did we actually
Yes.
deliver it?
It's in
Yeah,
the
you
bag
have
of
it.
holding.
Oh, okay. I'll take it out.
Okay.
I'll take out the chest, I guess.
Yeah, you open the chest, they take just a single vial, they say, you can put the rest of it away now. I just need it for the lumen petal oil.
Have you heard from Alornos lately?
Not directly. Why?
Well,
I haven't done anything. I've done everything that he's asked me to do.
you don't know what he was... He hasn't told you anything.
About what?
You don't know.
You're being very mysterious. What is he asking about?
Well, the Crimson Mage, of course.
You can see, with no check needed, there is a flash of like guilt, of just uncertainty that crosses their face, but they shake it away and they just say, nobody tells me anything really. All that I do is hear things, and even then I haven't had his assistant weeks, so I don't know anything.
His assistant.
My assistants.
Your assistants.
You can put the rest of the ingredients away now. I've got what I need.
Was that all true?
No check needed, yes.
So,
With your natural ability to kind of decipher lies from truth, everything that she just said seems true.
okay, so she was not willingly involved. I'm sorry, Azania, to be so imposing. I know you are so very tired. But could you please assist us through the sigils, very briefly?
Yes, I offered to do that before.
Yes, however, our associate, they are a bit overconfident.
As like that is happening, Billy like telepathic messages Valis with the fingernail, and it's like, I honestly thought he was gonna start off with, "Hey, I'm Ori. Were you? How's it going?" It's not sending.
It's not sending? Okay.
Pretty good!
You can respond, but it's not sending.
Oh, I
No,
can
wait, hold
respond
on.
mentally?
You let me know?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Billy's like, oh, wait, I can see you.
So they nod and they say, yes, just give me a moment and I can let you through.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. How did you all arrive, really? It seems unlikely to me that you made your way through the sigils and can't make your way back. None of you are tired enough to have made a mistake coming in.
Well, how do you feel about Alornos now?
Billy telepathic messages Valis to say, the sigils cause some sort of sleep thing.
They look you up and down and they say, you aren't with the Amber Sworn, are you?
And if I
Who
were?
are you, really? You're not devils.
We're here to help. I'm Alorno's son.
He doesn't have a son.
He did, very long ago. Lysarai is my sister.
How is she?
Not well, right now. That's partially why I'm here.
What do you want? I'm just doing the things that I'm supposed to do.
We need to wake up the Crimson Mage.
Well then you should. She's been asleep for far too long. She was never supposed to sleep that long.
Can you help us?
She looks around, she looks up. You can see very anxious, and she says, and she lowers her voice and she says, I don't know what I could do to help. I could stop or affect this gel, but it won't take effect for weeks.
What
They have everything that they need in the chrysalis already.
in the chrysalis? Where is the chrysalis? How do we get there?
It's up. It's up past the administrator's office. If you continue up through the arcane ethereum, which is quite dangerous, I would not try it. You can make your way up to the very top of the tower, and there you should be able to find her in the Crimson Mage's gardens.
The sigils, the sigils. Billy's just
Where
like whispering. The sigils,
Are the sigils for the
like the gods.
magic that is keeping her asleep?
I do not know. It must be somewhere above, somewhere where we are not allowed, and that is only the very top levels of this tower,
Above the gardens?
above the ethereum.
Is there anything else that you can tell us about what you know?
How much do you know about the ethereum? How much do you know about what's happened to the administrator?
Very little.
Can you tell us?
They look at you and they nod and they say, I mean, if you've made it this far and you should have passed him already.
We bypassed him, in a sense. Would you believe we met the tea lady?
Is the only thing Valis hears in his ears.
For the very first time, you can see she cracks a little bit of a smile. And she says, well, if you're not going to tell me, that's fine. But I merely mean, Freisa, the person who has taken the administrator's place, she cannot be fooled. Not even by accident. So, you have not crossed her path yet. Be very cautious once you do.
Is there anything odd about Freisa?
Yes. She is an infernal being dressed up to look like something she no longer is.
Why is your tower dealing with infernal beings?
Do you have to ask?
I do not know. It has to do, I suppose, with the Crimson Mage, but I do not know.
Who else is trying to help to free the Crimson Mage from her slumber?
Elona says he is.
Do you trust him?
She doesn't answer, and that is a lot of answer kind of in and of itself. But she says, there are still some people who are left in the kitchen, and they might be trustworthy. Nib and Nub are both nice enough.
Anyone that my sister would have remembered? Alyssa,
well, yes, the legendary culinary magus who runs the kitchens. Aurelio Scarlatti, I'm sure you know of them. They typically spend their time amongst the greens of the kitchen. They would remember.
And where are the greens of the kitchen relative to the gardens?
Which gardens?
Of the Crimson Mage, where the chrysalis is.
Ethereum.
Well, the Crimson Mage's gardens are up near the 80th level, I believe.
Near the 80th level.
Do you have a map or anything of the tower? Or any way that you could help give us the information of its layout?
I don't have a map, and I am not permitted past the 50th level, so past here is mostly what I've heard.
What level are we on?
You're on the 50th level.
How many levels is the...
100.
100. If you are going to progress, it's important to understand that the sigils about this place are very dangerous. Some are safe, some are not. I'll show you as we go through this tunnel. But the same rules apply to the rest of the tower as well. Black sigils, almost always bad, for instance. The Ethereum is the most dangerous place that you could cross. It is not guarded, for it is dangerous enough itself. It is how all of the magic that is channeled through the ley lines of the tower are split and separated before being sent up to the Crimson Mage's areas for experimentation and arcane use. Crossing the causeway and being hit by such a beam of concentrated energy would almost certainly disintegrate you.
How are we then expected to pass that, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, people do, and so there must be a way.
What if one were hypothetically to have zero magic capability whatsoever?
Then you wouldn't be here, I suppose.
What floor is the Ethereum on?
The Ethereum is not just a single floor. When you account for the lifting structure, it's something like 40 levels. Yeah.
How is Ethereum spelled? Ethereum or AE?
The arcane
Right.
Ethereum is ETHERIUM.
Thank you.
What do you mean by the lifting structure?
A big part of that is just a sort of arcane lift. It's just a channel for arcane energy. It can be used to move material goods as well, or people. I've not seen it used. I don't know exactly how it works or what it looks like, but I know reaching it is very dangerous across the causeway.
There has to be a way that people can cross to and from more easily.
Oh, I'm sure, yes. There's probably an arcane way to do so.
Well, for whatever it's worth, I do appreciate your helping us.
I'm not really helping you.
Well, more than you know.
And who are you helping?
The Crimson Mage, I hope. They wanted to have a better future for everybody. That's everything that they wanted. Not this.
Well,
If you can hear me, just say,
Wait, can I hear you?
yeah.
Okay.
Theoretically, Billy just wants to make sure that you're paying attention and you're like, okay, this is important. Does the Crimson Mage have a name that
Azania.
Azania. Does the Crimson Mage have a name that Azania would know? Something to call them by, other than their title.
I know.
What Billy is asking.
Lasagna, one more question.
Yes.
The Crimson Mage, and this may help us, but I cannot explain how. Is there any other title that you, or way that you address them that isn't just their title?
I would never presume to do such, but she has a name.
I know that.
And that is?
And that name is?
They look a little bit confused, but
Why
they
are
say
you asking her that? I know the answer.
Elizarai Vic. Everybody knows her name. She's one of the most powerful mages in the Magiocracy.
Upon hearing Billy translate this, Mika's gonna be like, does that fit the naming convention of Ori's family?
You almost, like, it kind of does.
Yeah.
You almost, and I would say you get the sense that probably, like, Ori's family named Ori's sister, like, specifically to try to do that.
Okay.
But for you, you basically just asked, like, does Obama have a name?
Yeah. Could you name the 40?
So Cara, we know that this is the first apprentice, right? Like
This is one of the first apprentices, and a first apprentice is a... You don't really know what that means.
Okay.
That'd be one of the...
So Billy, like, once more says, I don't know, but first apprentice sounds like it might be close to the Crimson Mage, so maybe there was some kind of connection there. I'm sorry if that's not a thing.
I would know the relative relationship to them based
Not
on
really.
my...
Because, like, you didn't ever succeed enough to kind of get into this part
Yeah.
of the structure.
But, like, she worked with my dad in some way, right? And
Not this person, though. Not like...
not directly, but was a rival to...
In the loosest sense of the
Yeah.
word, in the same way that, like, technically everybody in the company is the rival to the CEO.
Right, yeah.
Is
there anything that you can give us to help?
Like what?
Is there someone in the tower who was close to the Crimson Mage? Friendly. Who would have a warmer name to call them by? What do you want to hear when you wake from a dream?
Ooh. Maybe ask her if she knows how to cure the sickness.
Billy can't hear you.
Mickey, you're like, yes. Provided a good suggestion.
Billy's just sits there.
Do you know anything of Wake Peter Flu?
Yes, of course.
How is it cured?
There are many ways that it might be approached, but a cure is something that has not been adequately researched. Not for lack of people trying, but many of the people who are trying were those who are closest aligned to the Crimson Mage. And those people mostly have been brought to the Red Cells.
The Red Cells.
The dungeons.
I'm not sure I understood that just now.
So the people who are closest aligned to the Crimson Mage are affected by Wake Peter Flu, which means that her allies got sick. And those allies are now in the dungeons.
Or at the very least,
no.
the allies were seeking a cure.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
They
like,
were seeking a
politically
cure
removed.
and were ousted from their positions and put in the dungeons.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they were potential
I
threats
also
to
misunderstood
the
that.
power dynamic shift when the
Crimson Mage was put into the induced slumber.
And from what you're
so
hearing, yeah, certainly there seems to
her
have been a power
regime
shift.
was ousted in its entirety and put into the dungeons to prevent an uprising.
I know, shock.
Wild.
What do you think the cause of the flu could be? It seems odd that it's so prevalent.
Whatever it is substantial. It affects multiple places. It isn't carried through the air as far as we can tell. It might be carried through water. That is something that we've investigated. But so far, whatever it is must be powerful and coming from multiple sources. It seems almost intentional, like it hits population centers.
Well, in any case, you probably want to rest if you don't mind.
You know, what you just asked is interesting.
How so?
Have you heard of Shatterscale?
Yes.
So you know, great armies, great forces have been brought low by plagues before.
Yes.
It hadn't occurred to me, but perhaps this is some kind of weapon.
That is something that had crossed my mind when you mentioned the city centers being their sources. You should probably get some rest. You have helped more than you know, and I hope that your conscience is somewhat eased.
They just kind of nod.
Wasn't she gonna lead us through the sigil hallway?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't mind, could you...
So the door opens.
Don't take a nap just yet! We're so
you see
tired,
this
please!
elf looks still kind of tired, but maybe a little bit more relaxed than you had seen them previously.
And Billy's just like, oh, they're coming!
They kind of stop. They
It's all right.
sort of take a long breath and they walk straight ahead to this doorway.
Azanya is going to guide us through the corridor and has given us some helpful information to get to the Ethereum and the garden.
They
Well-
turn around to all of you and they say, just follow closely behind. It's dangerous to stay behind.
It's also dangerous to go alone.
They open the door.
Take this.
Yes.
As a note, I have 2 levels of exhaustion. I don't know if that means anything, but you did say earlier you're too tired to not make mistakes.
You're not, yeah, as a group, you are not tired enough to have made mistakes coming in. Yeah, still holds true.
Okay.
Yeah. It does affect a lot, but not this.
Okay.
Affects
never
attack
mind.
rolls, ability checks.
I think I misunderstood. I thought you meant like being tired helps you through,
No.
but I misunderstood.
You gotta get
the
real
opposite.
sleep.
Yeah.
The upper levels of the tower are in fucking
fact,
dreamland, bro. You gotta pass out.
She holds up her hands, and with a simple cast of prestidigitation, several of these sigils grow brighter or dim. And she says, now whenever you see a gold spiral, this is usually a safe passage. And she taps it, and several of the lights just go out. But this gold glows brightly, and she walks 15 feet further in. She turns, she presses a green leaf triangle-shaped sigil, and that begins to glow. Others dim. She turns and she says, the green leaves typically are indicative of growth, and so almost always good, except if you see them around things that are meant to be kept small. But she presses that. Several of them kind of shrink, and she moves further into the room. The final sigil that she touches is a violet crescent, almost like a crescent moon. They tap this, and a soft purple light emanates out and dims the rest of these sigils around. And they say, the violet crescent almost always is indicative of change of some sort. In this case, changing the poisonous spores to a more inert state, so that none of you end up asleep or exhausted. And they cross the rest of the distance to the door and open it up. They open it slowly, just a couple of inches at first, and then they kind of partially shut it, and they say, "Are you sure you're ready for this?"
No.
Never.
It's too late now.
The fact that we know that is a positive sign for us.
I just meant, maybe you would want to have weapons ready or something of
Oh,
that
like
nature.
literally right now.
Are there people on the other side of the door?
Freeze, sir.
She's right through this door.
I can't see through the door, I don't know. Oh, God. But she'll be in this room somewhere.
Can you say that she is infernal?
Almost certainly.
Shing!
Absolutely.
Hold for potential casting of spells.
Yeah.
Oh, I want the new cool
Exhaustion
handbow.
can't be restored by magic, right? It's only through
Ready
rest.
to go.
Greater Restoration, I believe, relieves the level of exhaustion. Let me take a quick peek.
It's not. It doesn't specifically say. Oh no, you can reduce charge. Okay, okay.
Those in the chat and in the Discord.
Valis still looks very sleepy. Yes. So it'd be like,
Yeah.
okay.
Seems ornery too.
I'm going to do this, but please know that this means we have one less revive. So please stay alive. She's gonna cast Greater Restoration on Valis.
Nice. Fantastic use.
Touch Valis, and almost instantly the diamond dust just out of your kind of pouch or wherever it is that you are keeping it.
There's like
And it just, so like dust just comes all out from Minka. And as it leaves Minka's body, it captures almost this luminescent glow that glows with tiny, minute points of starlight that drift into you, kind of covering the wounds that you have. And you feel just a little bit less exhausted. One level less exhausted.
Billy readies a bonus action spell for that. When the trigger is when we lay eyes on this infernal being.
Okay. It's a great trigger action.
What do they look like, by the way? Just in case we see them.
You'll know them when you see them. but
Great.
Well, sometimes they're disguised and they just look like people.
Like an angel of ice.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
What?
no, it was just something that the tea lady said to us, and now it just makes sense.
Wait.
I told you I was telling the truth.
She just says, all right, keep your secrets, I suppose.
If you ever get a chance to research anything different, the tea lady might be an interesting subject.
She's very nice.
I feel like I've helped all of you, and now you're just making fun of me.
No.
All right.
Kind of wish we were. That would be preferable to the tea lady.
You should go get some rest.
I'm going to go get some rest.
This poor woman is gonna think that we're a fever dream.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And she turns around and returns to her lap.
Especially with like the three of us just like, yeah, tea lady, bye!
Did we ever actually drop off the supplies to her?
Yes, she did get
Okay.
them.
Because in my brain, you just took out the one.
No, like
No, the chest
no
is
way.
still in there.
the
Okay.
movement that Vincent did was put the chest back in the bag of holding, so we gave her one vial.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, well, then there you go.
And that's why I'm asking Vincent if he intended to put the actual stuff down.
I think
for
I
her.
like misunderstood the courier thing, so I put the back in the bag of holding.
That works.
Great, love that for us. Actually love it.
Unintentional sabotage. I love it.
I love this.
Yeah.
Well done, all of us. All right, Billy's ready. She's like, okay, so infernal thing on the other side.
I put my hand on the doorknob and I
Wait.
wait for everyone to like give me a nod.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
If this is where the first infernal being is, then it's likely that we're going to be encountering them from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be prepared for the long haul.
Yep.
It might be a while, and you're already still looking not...
Where do we go to prepare?
I don't want a full night's rest.
I guess there's nothing else we can do.
I mean,
If you find any more diamonds, that would be helpful. So,
Keep an eye out.
I'll keep an eye out too,
yeah.
I suppose.
could we
Billy
have
points.
just rested over there if we really need to sleep?
I think at this point,
Did you roll your hit dice during our short rest?
I did.
Okay.
But if you're
honestly,
because you're right. Once we open this door, the entire tower may be searching for us. Are you suggesting that we make longer preparations now before
Yes,
the tower
what are
is
you
alert?
suggesting?
I suppose it's more of a personal concern. There's not really much else that we can do at this point. We should move forward quickly. As soon as we do go through, there's not going to be much time before they alert the rest of their forces.
All right. Billy's nods.
Okay.
I cast Bless on all of us, and I open the door.
Bless!
And I walk through.
So you open this door. And as you do, you're aware of the fact that there is a thin seam of stone on the other side. This is a secret door that you are opening from the non-secret side. So opening into this space, you enter into a space that you shouldn't necessarily be within. And you can see there is all manner of tables with books just scattered across. There are cobwebs in this space, and it's cold in here. You can see there are staircases going off to the left, to the right, up, and there is an upper level around you. This upper level, you can see there are other tables and bookcases. From where you are, Valis, make a perception check.
Let's see. 11.
Hate that for
Within
us.
11, in the dark, that is what you see.
Does having dark vision help?
Can I...
Magically, no.
Alice, scooch over so I can look.
I scooch over so he could look.
You do a little do-si-do. Make a perception check, Ori.
After that warning from her, I expected a lot more danger behind this door.
Can't you, like, divinely sense where infernal things are?
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm still very tired. Divine sense.
Oh, man, Vincent.
What's the range on Divine Sense?
30, I think it's 60 feet.
25 for the perception.
Let's see.
So many things.
You can see a little bit more. Would a visual perspective be helpful?
Yeah,
Probably 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. So you see something, Valis.
Wow, cool. We both see stuff. I wonder who sees... Do you think that we're going to see some good stuff?
Divine sense.
Oh, man.
Man, thank you, Phoebe.
Woo, has divine
That
sense!
dossier on all of our abilities.
Woo, who could possibly have divine sense?
It's more of what Valis didn't do, Gunner.
Just be gentle with it, as it's several levels here.
Oh, the most gentle. Oh, there's a pot. The pot is great.
Hey, where are the other 98?
And you are coming in right from here.
Oh, okay. Now I will just put a Valis there. And let us know that the rest of us are behind him.
Valis, you said 60 feet?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here.
Valis, who is a friend.
Oh my gosh, Valis.
Oh my gosh, Valis is never something you want to hear. I think it's just.
Oh boy.
It's
I
just
think it's because
it's
this thing is like.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just like.
It's because the basement level is a little...
Okay. It's just one of those things. I'm just like.
At the very range of your
Oh, pretty.
ability,
Oh, no, the books. Not the
Damn.
books.
you get this large infernal ping.
The library
A
has to reach out the
fiend
books.
off at the distance, and they do not seem to have spotted you. You can see Ori, this figure, with your 25, the wings made out of feathers of almost this ice-like substance, each razor sharp at the tip. You see this helm metal that is coated in icicles. These horns have just ripped through the metal and now protrude out. They're not flapping their wings, but they float a couple of inches off the ground, and there is just little bits of frost kind of falling down around them. You can see there is a door just off to the right, covered in ice. Ice just frozen solid, and it does glow faintly from within, flanked by these angelic towers. You, Ori, see a door off to the other side. There are doors going in every direction from this space as well. You see everything that is before you. You see a very messy sort of space, but almost devoid of life. There should be multiple people here. You see various stations for administrators to be going about their business, and this is almost empty save this one being. You don't hear them breathe, but you are aware of their presence.
Are the statues themselves odd, or does it seem like the ice is comes from, because Ori's like, oh, ice devil, probably put it there, but are the statues themselves also emitting some sort of magical?
No, they're carved with the same granite as the rest of
Okay,
the
so they're not like magical ice glowing.
Make an
or
Arcana
anything.
check.
I mean, Ori wouldn't know. I just was wondering visually if they looked like they were
Make a
glowing
check using
too.
your eye for detail.
But you answered it with the granite, is what I mean.
Okay.
So I'll roll it, but yeah.
Clear eyes. They're special.
Does the Maggie can't see into
Arcana
the room,
9.
but up until this point, all the granite that we've
They're probably
seen
magic.
has been normal granite.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm just, okay, cool. That's
Yeah.
important for a spell later.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was
The gray stone that you see, and let me just put up our battle cam here. You can see this a little bit, but you can see it in even greater detail at AlberonRPG on Instagram if people take pictures.
It's true.
This ice doesn't seem to be protruding from the door.
okay.
It has been grown across it, such
Okay.
to obstruct it.
Okay. Cool. That was the impression that I got, but I was just
Ice barrier, as it were.
making sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like look over to everyone else. Frieza, Ice Devil, hasn't noticed.
Palace is first, though.
I was just gonna shoot my crossbow from here.
Over Palace's shoulder.
We do-si-doed. Yeah, we do-si-doed. I'm in the doorway.
As I hear Ori say that, I'm gonna start counting down my hands.
Okay.
And when it hits 0, I'm gonna run into the room straight to the devil.
I'm going to fire the crossbow as Valis bursts through with his like initial run towards the devil.
Sure.
So
Also-
like basically over his shoulder, I'm firing at her.
Okay.
So, quick point of order. Billy is casting Spirit Shroud
Okay.
as their held thing, and that with the trigger of when they see them. But intangible and invulnerable, I can't recall if they like shed any light.
I don't believe
Guys,
they
are
do.
we gonna do our first like well done sneak attack?
Possibly.
You watch on Valis's hands, the numbers count down, and as you hit 0, because we are about to start a larger fight than we have time for this evening, this is where we are going to
Surprise
come to an end.
attack.
I will say, at the very end, they did roll a perception check to be able to perceive you, but as you did get the jump initially in Countdown, there won't be a surprise round. We're just going to roll raw initiative, which does give you a chance, although Valis, not a great chance, to get out of the door and not immediately be bottlenecked for this combat.
Cool.
But we will begin that next week. Thank you for joining us for this session of Courts of Everest. We will be back on Friday. If you can't wait that long, you can join us on Thursday for Starfinder. But whatever you do, please be safe. It is wild out there.
And stay.
And safe. We will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.